This beat, it's underneath your feet. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Welcome to the club now. Gonna pump it up now. This is an emergency. Music is my galaxy. Welcome to the club now. Everybody's up now. We got it going on until the break of dawn. Welcome to the club now. Gonna pump it up now. This is an emergency. Music is my galaxy. Welcome to the club now. Everybody's up now. We got it going on till the break of dawn. So put the record on.
So, meine Lieben, das ist meine vorletzte Scheibe für heute. Das Ganze ein Dancefloor Kings Remix. Und damit ganz, ganz liebe Grüße an den Franco Jerry und den Mr. Jakub, der gerade chillig badet oder so.
Right now, standing here in line. Open up the door with the breaking sign. 'Cause we're here to dance the night away. Hey, hey. This beat, it's underneath your feet. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Right now, together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away. Together we will meet. This place will blow your mind away.
Hey, Firebird. So, like, mechanics? A little bit of story sections, very similar to a visual novel. Not completely, though. It's just a narrator dialogue of, maybe you should do this, or you could do option B. This is an action game, sort of a hack and slash, where you're controlling a character, he has a sword, and you're just fighting things as you're going from point A to point B. And there's a lot of references, very, very small references, like, you know, StarCraft, there might be a reference to Protoss pylons, I guess jargon from various games and memes. Hey, Shadow. We passed technical difficulties where my mom actually randomly shut off the Wi-Fi. And she did not realize what she actually did. Yeah. The stream is live, but it's not actually in the game yet. You've got about 10 minutes. This is Shadow, by the way, Firebird. He also has the game installed. Hey Shadow, I don't think Doppel has any rules against different languages, just as long as it's not actually profanity or anything. Yeah. There are a few servers where it's like English only because that's the main group thing. You have about 7 minutes, Shadow. Basically at 6:30 your time. Is my Discord actually giving you guys audio, by the way? I apparently screwed some stuff up with OBS, and now I... Alright, then I guess it's just a slide showing you're not hearing my music at all, and I'm playing CO2. Actually, if it is, it's probably giving off absolutely everything and being a horrible mess. Alright. My guess is that looks like Japanese. Hmm. Oh. In that case, my guess is that Google Translate was used, but I can't tell which one is which. Hmm. My guess is Reverso was translator 2. My guess is translator 2 is the Reverso. Well, I'm horribly wrong then. check check the text chat. General chat. Firebird posted original text in Japanese with 3 translations. Mm-hmm. So which one is Google? Hmm. No, my only guess was that Google was used. And if Shadow says it was number 2, then sure, number 2. Hmm.
I wanna see your hands.
Hmm.
Stop to dance. Alright. Coming over my head, but we'll keep on that. Oh, I'm coming over my head, but we'll keep on
Alright, so apparently my microphone is going through the countdown, which was not supposed to be happening. So let me bring you guys into the thing as well. You're not in yet. Hang on. Paste, there we go. Right, in theory, you should be heard now. If you want to try. It's not showing up on my YouTube still, or my OBS. That's weird. I think I have default. Can one of you try again? Alright, that's weird. OBS is not picking that up, but I don't know if YouTube would pick that up in turn. It's fine? Okay. Alright, so let me just shut off SoundCloud. It's not needed anymore. Alright, let's see. Stories, play. No, probably have to set this up as well. I really hope that my desktop audio is going to pick up the desktop audio. And apparently Steam is now installing. I should probably do that real quick. Seeing add capture stories. Alright, so the game is now showing on OBS. And I should also switch this from Discord. I don't suppose this would actually change anything. Okay, so you actually hear stories, and my OBS is still. You don't see the chat. Oh right, because I changed my scene. Why? I have a filter on this or something. No filter there. If two sources are going to my microphone, I see on OBS here that my microphone is getting audio, and while line in was unmuted and my tablet was providing audio that music that was going through. For some reason, desktop audio is not going through. If I remove that, move that. I'm talking over that. That does not sound good. I don't suppose that I sound garbled or something over Discord. Apparently, I've got a problem on my YouTube side. Okay. Definitely hear that. Tried muting my OBS from here because apparently that was a thing. The microphones one is yes. That was definitely me with my apparently I tried starting virtual camera and now that's doing thing and I can't apparently get audio to my desktop now. Oh, I should actually put that back in audio desktop. No, PC audio. No, that's actually nothing. Move that. Add in audio capture. Desktop audio. At the very least, I hope I solved the double sound effect. If you can confirm doppel. I'm apparently having other problems here. Under and output. That's not showing there. Still there. Alright,
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
probably need some tech support
because after I hit the
start
virtual
virtual
camera,
camera,
OBS is
OBS
actually
is actually
providing its own
providing its own
sound.
sound.
Yeah, that actually does work. I forgot about that. So apparently what I have OBS doing is I originally hit start virtual camera and then it was providing a duplicate of everything back into my system, so it was then also increasing in volume. And I had to try and mute it in my mixer so that I could stop it, but it's still just not showing anything else in OBS. I can't get my desktop audio again. So for now, well, I don't suppose you can hear the stories, can you? Because I don't know. Apparently, I don't have my desktop audio anymore. It's just being produced by OBS and doubling back on itself. Firebird and Shadow have not been saying anything lately. Okay, so there's Shadow. And there's Firebird. Can't hear the game. I don't know how I actually screwed this up. Properties. This is also stories. Path of Destinies. And when was this again? This was 2016. Let's see. Add an audio output source. I do have such a thing, and it is set to my default, and it's actually not showing up in my audio mixer. It's just really strange. In fact, I have my microphone. The only microphone source that should be present is also muted. If I start the virtual camera again, can I get to this, please? Dead silent except for my voice. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm not actually sure how to fix this since I can't get my desktop back, something with a virtual camera. Alright, I'm currently stuck here. I'm gonna have to bring up Google for this. Yeah, I have an audio output source, or a desktop output source, I should say. OBS. Yeah, in fact, it's actually active right now. Wait, desktop audio 2. Let me try it with SoundCloud, just keep that going. Nope, that's not doing anything. In fact, I don't even need SoundCloud because Stories is playing audio. Let's see. What if I unhide all? Camera. Yeah, none of my sources are working though. It's just so weird. So hide my camera, hide my capture card. Just there's my mic and auxiliary. Alright, I tried changing mic and auxiliary from being hidden. Is my microphone still coming up doubled? It's worth asking. Properties. Go to Realtek. Properties. Go to my monitor. Nothing should be there. Mic audio is okay. Excellent. So I found something that one of the things I was screwing up. If that's the case. Hide you. Let's see. Speakers / headphones from Realtek is going. These, that should not be giving anything. Speakers. Yeah, it's really weird too because not only is it silent on YouTube, but it's not coming through on OBS. But I'm getting audio from my actual speakers. It's just not coming over to OBS. Hey, Shadow. So what if I these you're on the Realtek high def and the speakers headphones Realtek high def. Excuse me. Yes, I have. In fact, my audio mixer has desktop audio and desktop audio 2, which are set to 2 of my different speakers over here. They both seem to be active. What about if I have the monitor off? Yeah, this. I'm gonna actually blame this on my computer, being that I had just finished formatting it, and there's also a possibility that I was also just in turn screwing around. No, the meters are there, but they are not moving at all. In fact, let me. Where is it? And let me move this into. That's the thing. Put the sources back. Add a new. I'll display capture. Window capture. Now for my sound, obviously you can see that my speaker headphones are getting the audio from stories and Shadow when he's talking. You can't get that one. Okay, so if I remove that rename, remove that, and I'll bring my mixer over here, and I'll just put on my entire desktop. In fact, let me do the studio mode real quick. Game scene, add, display capture, primary, which is display 1, yes. But then I also want to transform center Nope. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. So there's my audio mixer, which I have two desktop audios, which have, there's my speakers headphones, and I've only got the three options, one of which is default, again, speakers headphones. And I think I might have screwed something up when I did the start virtual camera, and likewise stopping the virtual camera is not fixing it. So I'm on the desktop audio, so there's the Realtek, that's not that one. This one, which is not working. I wonder though. Yes? Oh wow, it actually showed something up over there. I'm actually impressed. But I also didn't hear anything, I just don't have that audio for some reason. And this one is my monitor, which for some reason I have it here as audio, but I don't actually have any sounds to it. And it's showing up there in OBS. But the speakers, which again is showing up and test, I'm hearing it, but it's not coming through in OBS. Use device timestamps, right. Yeah, that's still not coming up. Reset OBS, you mean to shut it off and turn it on again? I'm pretty sure that's not going to do anything. I turned OBS off, on and off at least 3 times already. Which was where I was going to Google OBS disable virtual camera. I have to uninstall. That's not quite what I wanted. You think you have an idea? Fair enough. Yeah, because let me actually bring this over real quick. Let's do that. Discard since I wasn't doing anything. Yes, what I had done is I went over here to start virtual camera. I was hoping that I would get a better view for Discord, and then all of a sudden it just started doubling all the audio back into one of the desktops. Yeah, so it was just becoming really, really loud in my headphones here. Disable exclusive mode. Right. Yeah, well, nobody can hear what you said, unfortunately. Sound control, one of them. Where was that again? Output? This one. What if, no, stereo mix isn't gonna do it. On sound device list, double click my headphones, go to advanced, and uncheck everything exclusive. Right. Oh yeah, you can see the bar going up when Shadow is talking. Enhancements. There's a loudness equalizer I have set. Oh, right, here it is. I've spent so much time in here, I forgot about that entirely. The exclusive mode. Alright, OBS. Where is the mixer? Oop, not Chrome. Let's see. Properties, this is the, yep, use device timestamp, that's still not showing anything. Uncheck all of them, not just the one. Oh, are you talking about for every device? Oh, there's the exclusive. Now let's bring that over here. I'm still not getting anything. Not on Mixer. I should probably just disable this one audio bit. It's literally doing nothing. Audio mixer. Advanced, I don't think it'd be in advanced audio properties. Properties. I guess I better take a look at the filters too. No filters. I would use that one. How about as a workaround? Listen to this device. Let me just hear this real quick. On device. Nope. Yeah, things. Oh, it wasn't me. Set the device on OBS to default. After that, you have no idea. Neither do I. Yeah, still got nothing. Desktop audio. Reject share. What? Screenshot source? Hide in mixer. Oh, okay, that's not good. Okay, I've got it back. Big black screen. Projects literally absolutely nothing. Yeah, I know that it started when I hit start the virtual camera, and it did not bring anything up except that I now have where is it? I now have OBS here, which actually was doubling itself up. So if we were to actually just unmute this and bring it all the way up, and oh, hey, I got the audio back. Why? As long as it's not doubling up. What? That would be good for Discord, I guess. What? That just makes no sense. Audio, get in there. Alright, so how long has that been? Must be how many minutes? Must be about 14 minutes, so it was half an hour of debugging.
Yep.
About half an hour of debugging by now.
Half an hour debugging.
Yeah.
You should be debugging off stream times.
Well, gee, what a great idea, Shadow. Why didn't I think of that before I had the problems I didn't know about?
Well, I guess that means the stream has to be delayed. Or you're gonna have to play with that video.
In this case, it would have been without audio.
Or without audio.
Yeah. Just right back over there. Discord is super loud. Can I actually change that?
Testing.
Testing.
Double. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
I hear someone.
Yeah, that would be Firebird. So I
Hi,
turned down
Firebird.
the audio mixer for the desktop audio. Speaking of, audio 2. Get out of here, audio 2. And block that. Alright, so everything is working as it should be now. Alright, so to actually get this started, half an hour later,
You're opening
and
the
everybody,
you're opening the book now?
yeah. So everybody in Discord can hear this too, right?
You can everyone hear me?
Should be
I
able
can
to hear.
hear the game and
Let me also just alt tab real quick to go back to this.
Can
Full screen so
everyone
you can
hear
see.
me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
I
But
should
you're kind of low.
I'm low.
Or hang on, let
increase
me
my mic
check.
if possible.
Hmm.
So I can close Chrome and into Windows, please. No. Okay, so I'm. Alright, fine. Advanced properties, microphone, up it by. Let's try 3 decibels.
Da-da-ba-ba-ba.
Shadow is pretty loud, but that's fine. That's completely fair because Shadow does tend to be a little bit loud. For some reason.
Yeah.
Alright, Shadow's at 73%. Hopefully that will fix that.
Yay.
Fair enough, Doppel.
Is it fixed? Is it fixed?
Should be.
Yeah, let's hope.
Alright, so I've got, oh, it's on borderless display, that's fantastic. Music is pretty low on the game, that's great. Dialogue volume, let's turn that up a little bit. And need to go back, excellent. Alright, so the developers behind this game actually do have another game out, which is called Omen Sight, and I actually completely forgot what it is entirely, except that it's apparently a thing. Interesting. Juju sounds louder than Shadow on my end. Set it to 50%. Shadow, you are too loud apparently. At the same time, I'd love to have your microphone because I have to keep setting my audio to absolutely max on my system side. Alright, so Omen Sight, I haven't actually played that or looked at that. It's been a long time, and it's not the purpose of this game anyways. Or this stream. Yes, we want to start a new game.
Yes,
Once
we
upon
do.
a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles.
I'm hearing
Then
us
his
both
mother called him
echoing
to her
from
deathbed.
the,
Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows, she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then,
Sorry to mute that real quick. Let me just go over to...
power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
We can now start this mission.
The kid was looking
OBS, one of the...
My mother died for this book! I promised her I'd protect you. Oh, damn it. The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Alright, so here we are, Reynardo. We're actually running around. Got my attack already. That's the only thing I have available. Yep. All other controls are currently disabled.
The two
Just
ravens
back.
were staring at the kid like he was their dinner. Which probably was what was in their tiny brains. Hey, Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. Pick on someone as ugly as you. Wait, That didn't come out right. For the Emperor! The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
So a little bit of a tutorial here. When an enemy is about to attack, left stick and X to counter. Countering can interrupt other actions. And already pretty much using X to attack. And so also savor this area because very much like Angels with
A
Wings, you're not gonna
dropship
see this
flew
again for a long
overhead.
time.
He hoped they
Yep.
hadn't noticed him. The
Hey,
kid.
this view is wonderful, isn't it?
And so here we get the other tutorial where we can hold the attack button to grab, and then we can release the launch. So, bye bird! Well, Raven, I guess. It's actually pretty
Oh,
fun to
right.
just send them down.
The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renata going to get a hero sword?
How about over here?
Ore and wind essence? That
I'll be
sounds
back.
about right. I'll need a workshop, though.
Oh look, a workshop.
Perfect.
Swords. Let's make our first sword.
Sword crafting. So this is the sword crafting menu. Here you actually real quick, I'm gonna turn off my camera on OBS because I do have some food that I would like to just eat before it gets too much colder. So sword crafting. This is the sword crafting menu. Here you can craft and upgrade powerful magic swords. Gather the required material from chests scattered throughout the Boreas.
Yep. And swords get more awesome as you collect.
So our current level is not yet crafted, the hero sword. Collect the required materials to craft the sword. Selected sword and level, and select the sword and what? Oh, sorry. Deselected sword's current level and special powers. Selected sword's special power at the next level. I like level 1 there. I don't think I can technically say while I'm in this though. And the resources needed to upgrade it is just 3 ores.
A hero sword. QED.
Alright, so that seems to be the only thing here. At least for now.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Now we open the door by stabbing it.
Yes, any locked gate is literally opened by just stab it. Stab, stab, stab.
Impale that door.
You will need different swords.
He came
It's
up
still
to a
the same
ledge.
sword, but you need the
It was
different
too far
swords.
to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Cute, said Renato. Ah, ravens. It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
So I have played this game a lot of times. In fact, I basically did everything at least twice because I managed to unlock absolutely every single skill. And this game is actually just pretty fun. So each time you gain a level, you also gain a skill point. You spend your skill points on the altars scattered throughout Boreas to gain a new powerful ability or upgrade existing ones. There are 4 tiers of skills. The more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. And apparently that's not really a high skill cap because you can just unlock like I don't think it's just 16 or 17. I think there's like 60? No, 30. 36? There's a lot. So absolutely, tiers 2 through 4 are going to be just so easy. Here you can find the description of each skill and unlock its requirements, so I can use the hook shot to navigate across gaps and pull enemies by using Y. You have a skill point to spend. Go and buy the hook skill shot. Okay.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Got it. Alright,
Hey,
let's go
yeah,
back.
both me and Niju have played this game a lot. Speaking of, I think I found this game
And there
suggested
was the
it to
Farfarer.
Niju when I did.
She was the fastest ship he'd
Or I might
ever
have
known.
passed it along to you.
She could do the
like that.
Kessel Run in 12 furlongs. Oh,
He
so
got
the
that up
salesman
at
had
the same
told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. "Stop!" he shouted. "I'm not giving you the book!" shouted the kid, and took off. "No! Peter!" But the kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its eye-beam.
Kid died.
Yep.
Too bad we can't save
The
him.
book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway. What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that
And
had been
this
years
is where
ago.
everything resets.
How many? The war was a blur. And now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him.
Find out what the fuck is.
running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base, and we'll spare your life!" it called. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lupino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Alright, so I'm just going to bring my camera back on. And this is basically one of the things with the game. We can choose to go with option A or option B.
Oh yeah,
at any given time.
it links out a lot for each and every path.
Hmm.
The best example would be the split. Every choice splits a new timeline
Yes.
theory.
Can I turn down the book? No, apparently the book is just... It's just really, really loud.
Yeah, it is. Even I can hear it from your end.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm
Alright.
actually just gonna pause it here for the sake of how loud it is so that we can speak. So we have the option here of either heading to the Sky Ripper, the super weapon, and destroy everything. Well, we don't have to specifically destroy everything. Or we can go rescue Lupino.
All right, for everyone out there, number 1 is the Rescue Lupino. Number 2 is the Sky Ripper. Choose.
The last time I made a decision, it caused all of the Rimworld colonists to die. So,
Well, that's the fun of making choices.
Yeah.
Choose your options. You have about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
what were the
Um,
options again?
Save Lupino or go after the Sky Ripper.
Save
Choose everyone
whoever.
in chat.
Doppel flip the
Doppel
coin
flip
and
the
use
coin.
those two. Okay.
All right, go Doppel.
Alright. The Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
And into the land of the Sky
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. And if they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive.
If I recall, there's
Why
special
had he
secret
chosen the
records,
Sky
too.
Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance.
Yeah, like
He
that
was a
one
hero.
shot.
He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot.
Ooh, virus.
He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? Once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests were locked. It was awful.
So there's one of the references right there is, I just opened a chest and it made a reference to, oh hey, once all the chests were locked, that was awful. And it is very much worth just taking a look around because you can find those chests on the side, you can get extra ores, loots, and essence and whatever to upgrade your sword. And
Hey,
make
there's
it
two
all the more
paths.
smacky.
There are 2 paths here.
And I can't remember, is this like a choose one and it's...
Oh, by the way, Niju, spin your character around in circles.
Alright.
Or move around.
Have you
and just
ever
walk.
felt you were just going round in circles? Renato felt like that.
Excellent.
So, which way do we go?
We could flip another coin. Heads left or 1, or... no. Tails? I don't know. Heads left, tails right? 1 left,
Direction?
2 right? I don't know.
Works for me. Also, keep running around in circles while we're talking.
Okay.
Should eventually come up with dialogue.
Bernardo was making himself dizzy. Fun.
Fun. How many dialogues are there? I think I've only ever had one.
Just keep spinning.
Alright. So Double also says, right, the side paths always have the best loot. I'll go to the obvious gate first. Fair enough. Alright, I'm losing my grip on my thumb, so I might be losing the spin here. Yeah,
So we have one vote for the...
This was a
right path.
roundabout way of getting there.
Hmm.
Chest! Oh, hey!
Oh,
Another,
that is a chest.
another fire essence. Perfect.
Okay, I thought that was actually another path over to the right. Like, go left or right, but you still end up at the same destination by different challenges. That's what I remember anyways.
Doesn't seem that way. Down the spooky dungeon. Hurry, Nuju! Playing this co-op. Hurry!
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
That's gems. Gem socketing. This is gem socketing menu. Here you can equip powerful gems that will augment both your offensive and defensive capabilities. Your gauntlet has 3 sockets into which you can put gems. Select one of the sockets to receive your gems. Alright, so let's see. We have, each gem has 3 levels and its effects increase with each level. Picking a gem you already have will automatically upgrade your gem's level. You can find the gems in the chest scattered throughout the Boreas, if you're lucky enough. So I've got
Ooh, stealth.
and so I've got one
Yeah,
wind
we don't-
essence for
We don't have enough to make the new fire sword, but we do have enough fire essence. Wait a minute.
I have enough wind essence to upgrade my hero sword, but not enough ores. There's otherwise the fire sword, the winter thorn, and the void blade.
Huh.
And again, the different doors you come across will open up the different swords.
How do you
Also,
how,
by which you can use the directional buttons. to
how do you
switch.
not have the
Who
I have,
needed bridges anyway?
oh, there's a chest back there.
Teleport pad. Before I step on that elevator, wait, nothing else over there. Oh, just right over there. Alright. Boring, but convenient.
Is there any more? No. So, apparently the loot is randomized because I have 2 far essences.
Excuse me, it is.
That's me.
Ooh, that was close. Is there
Oh,
anything over here?
you can kill them with your
I don't think you kill them, you just temporarily stun them. It did take me a fairly long time
A
to
lever?
discover that.
That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
So as you can see here, the gate over here is a void gate, and if I were to have a void sword, then I could open it. But, well, I don't. In fact, is there dialogue? Wrong sword.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands had died.
Don't
But
forget
Bernardo
to
had
break
been
all
through
the
wars.
pots.
The only merciful
Reason
war was a
why?
short one.
Link and Zelda.
Alright, so let's see. I have a dash. Excellent. I absolutely want the dash. Can I get it? I don't have the skill
We don't
points
have the
available.
points. Yeah, we don't have the points.
That really sucks.
Wrong sword.
Wait a minute. This chest over here. Can I get at it? No, I don't think so. Don't worry, we can always come back
Hero
here later
wall.
time.
Hero sword. Ice wall. Ice cube.
What's that break? They really want your booty. Come on, they really want you. Let them give you a hug.
Renado's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
I just needed to smash something. And hey, I've got to level up. But I can't go back.
Do you?
Yeah, I just fought a bunch of ravens and it leveled me up.
I didn't level up from that, I don't think.
Well, I think I have the resources now to upgrade my hero sword. I found something. The truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Sky Ripper to banish Iblis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of the last divine presence, or was it a price to pay for using such tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Sky Ripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip. Should the old ones decide to double-cross me, it is in their nature to try. But the gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor in Segrim 3 Secret Journal.
If only he had some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
We don't
Yes.
have the sword
Yes.
there for that.
Convince Ice that you're a friend.
Alright, so the void gate over to the right, and the one we can open is this one.
Another stealth section's coming up for you.
Oh yeah, I think these things do one-shot you if you are unlucky enough to be defeated.
They do, but you
There
can
are-
one-shot them.
Yeah, there are options that you can just dash, skip by, whatever.
Don't forget, you can kill them too.
Okay, well, that was not an instant kill, fortunately, but that was a terrifying amount of damage for a 3. Don't walk into the...
Can't we
Obvious,
just agree
is
to
it?
disagree? Said Renado. No?
Ooh.
Oh wow, am I actually already almost to level 3? That was impressive.
Ooh, hey, there's a golden door.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
I think there are some areas, like in this world, where the environment does change a little bit if you've been here before, or if you're coming back a second, third time. It's a little bit of RNG. Oh, that's an annoying puzzle.
See? With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
No, it's not. Oh, you can destroy the candles.
Right now. I can.
Or, sorry, not the Gandalf, the stalactite. Crystal. Ooh, hey, chest. Ooh, essence.
I don't know why I have a random book here because I don't see anything else.
Oh, because you can remember that one door, the wood door. Maybe if you go through that, it goes around and you can just put your way back. Ooh, hey, finally. Oh, right.
Altar. Excellent. Let me grab that.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Suggest not doing the defensive reflexes though, because it's more entertaining.
Yeah, I don't need the defensive reflexes anyway, since the combat that you've seen, you've pretty much already mastered it as well.
Yep.
Counterattacks now cause damage, as I would like to get, except apparently you don't have the new levels for that. Increase your maximum health. Need that. Run fast, that would be pretty useful for speedruns.
And here we are.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist, but first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart, a core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Alright, so once again, we actually have another choice here. We can go, for some inexplicable reason, Leonardo chose to go to Zenobia. It's just references all the time, it's just so funny.
So,
Or we could go, he needed to go to the core of Skyripper, obviously.
alright. For everyone else watching, 1 or 2? 1 is
Yes.
top, 1 is 2 is the Skyripper.
Yeah,
One
it's
is
pretty
Novia.
much the same choice from earlier. Is do we help? What was it? Flapino. That was his name. Do we help Flapino or a friend, or do you go for the Skyripper? And now it's do we, for some inexplicable reason, go for Zenobia, or do we go for the Skyripper?
Choose your own adventure game.
Yes, it is pretty much that.
Yep.
And there are elements that are much more like that of Angels with Scaly Wings. Shadow might not recognize that because I don't think he's played or seen a huge amount of that.
Scaly
That
Wings?
should be, yeah, that
I've
should
watched
be
him
vague
play
enough
it,
to.
but-
Yeah, I mean the idea for the reference. Should
Yeah,
be vague
it's
enough that it's
pretty-
not a spoiler though.
It's pretty much essentially the same thing.
How about one? Alright, so Doppel says effectively to go after Zenobia.
Okay.
Alright?
We have 1 vote for 1, Zenobia. Any other votes?
Yeah, would you like to go for Zenobia as well,
Voting.
Firebird?
Going once, going twice. Guess you're going with Doppel.
Alright.
Renato asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done them. Usually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
Nah, he's no hero.
The truth is, though,
Depends.
he wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu School. He'd followed every rumor about her, every scrap of news. Not that he still loved her. After all, she was his enemy.
Protest.
No, it was solely because know your enemy. But it would be great to see her. Even if they faced off across sword points, as they'd done so many times at school. The world was a less interesting place without her.
Alright, so for reference, I'm actually more familiar with having started some one or two equivalent blocks before this, where I'm now actually blocked off by rubble. So again, it is a little bit of RNG, so I'm just not used to actually being at this particular elevator already.
We have lettuce. Cabbages.
Oh,
We-
cabbages, is it?
Yes,
Interesting.
cabbages.
Interesting.
And
Wait a
ghost.
minute, is that
And
Filipino? Oh no, those are just apparently guards. Oh yeah, that is a cabbage. Wow, cabbages in this game. Lots of cabbages. Apparently this is Angels with Scaly Wings.
oh, I don't have the right sword. Sorry. Yeah.
Ravens didn't smell any better dead, Renato thought.
He called at me and wanted my eyeballs. Did they want your eyeballs too?
Can I actually control this thing? Oh yes I can, I forgot. Oh, I jumped into the segment of their eyeball. So let's just activate this. I'm not sure if you actually started earlier than I did, or if we actually did start with the same RNG.
Same time.
Series.
I made sure we started at the same time.
Well, the
Oh
eyes
yeah,
have
but
had
I'm
it.
just wondering if it was the same place.
Renato
Same
wasn't
place, you know?
entirely sure how he was going to capture Zenobia.
The same what?
She'd be expecting
place.
him.
Same
And
place.
he didn't have
Oh,
Lapino
yeah.
to cook up a clever plan.
Who worked?
Why was it again that he hadn't got the core?
Can I make a new sword?
I can upgrade my hero
I can-
sword.
And I can make a fire sword.
I have no fire essence whatsoever. I have a little bit of literally every other essence. Alright, might as well
His
upgrade the
trusty
hero
old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
Alright, so hold the right trigger to activate the magic sword. And I can use the D-pad to actually switch between the swords. Alright, so I am injured and I now have that green stamina bar. So let's see. Yeah, look at that, I'm healing. The unfortunate thing is, again, I don't have a void sword in there.
And do you have the
Renato
upgraded
felt
version
like he
of
was
the
ready to
wind
learn
sword?
new
I have the
things.
other sword.
Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
I have a skill point available. Let's see.
Grab the counter.
I was thinking that. Might as well. Ah, sure. He actually hit me.
Is there anything that I can grapple to here? No? Okay.
No. Not here. Oh, I'm getting energy now, too. Oh, hey, look, we already finished the...
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he
It's a
reached her
trap.
bedroom. She
I
was
call it.
curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek. How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except his mouth. In fact, Sudi couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Skyripper, the rebellion plans, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse. It was some kind of truth spell. A talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His Majesty in. But why didn't he get the core? Croaked the Farspeaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Renato grinned. He doesn't even know why, frowned Zenobia. That makes no sense. It's a trap, shouted the Emperor. I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators. If Renato came face to face with the Emperor, maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father.
No problem there, Firebird. So, once again, choice time. Should we go meet the Emperor or turn Zenobia against her father?
Everyone shall choose. Choose your destiny. Choose your path. What fate shall you bring upon us? Only you can decide. Choose now.
Go meet the Emperor. Leonardo's irrational decision to find Zenobia after collecting the Sky Ripper's armature turned out to be a disaster. But maybe he could salvage the situation. Alpha says, too. Alright. He could turn Zenobia against her father. He could show her evidence of the Emperor's madness, but they would need to pay a visit to the scientists on the Nexus. He knew exactly what to say to make her listen.
What are you doing? Asked Zenobia. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He asked her. She shook her head. He told her. His Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could make him an eater of souls, an immortal. But to seal his bargain with them, he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. She was stunned. Furious. You're lying. Under a truth spell? It's a trick. You can't prove that. Take me to the observatory, and I will. What kind of proof could you possibly have? She said as they landed on the Nexus. Your father ritually sacrificed a village, and he left witnesses? The scientists resurrected one. Well, it's not really alive, but it can talk. A true witness. She frowned. The dead can't lie. Well, I bet they could. They just don't have any reason to. She nodded grimly. You go on ahead. I don't want the ravens to see me.
I think there is a point later in which if you do assemble the Sky Ripper, it actually does follow you around and shoots laser beams with you.
Yep, it's awesome.
At some point though, you're just used to hacking things with a sword, so it's meh, I would rather hack things with my sword.
Renato wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really long tentacles.
I think you might have missed a chest.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not too used to this game. It's been a really long time since I have last played, but you're going to be playing this again and again, and it'll be fine.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Bird.
That is how we do it, said Renato to himself.
Hey, level. You can go back and actually use that shrine.
I would have if that was. I think there was an
She
arrow
caught
pointing
up with
to the
him.
next available.
She seemed troubled.
shrine.
All right, out with it, he said. He sent his ravens to search for an ancient crystal. Something called the Iblis Stone. Iblis? Isn't he one of the lost gods? He shivered. A stone dedicated to one of the lost gods. Well, that could give great power. But what would the god demand in return?
Alright, so I can't actually get over there to where Zenobia is, so I'm not able to hack those crystals apart. Yeah! As long as we're over here, might as well go get another chest.
No. No! Elevator, take me back!
Oh, I see, you missed one now. Oh hey, I've got my first fire essence, and I got 2 of them.
Nice.
I think I'm 2 essence short of getting a frost sword, and I'm at least like 11 essence short of getting a bullet sword.
The scientist at the observatory had a true witness to one of the Emperor's blasphemous rituals. The dead could be made to speak for a short while. Interestingly, they could not be made to lie. After all, what do they have to lose or gain by lying?
Alright, so the hero sword is at maximum level. Void Blade I have not yet crafted. Winter Thorn I have not yet crafted. And I'm actually only 3 ores short now from getting the fire sword. That's horrible. That looks like a portal. Alright.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Nope, it's okay.
Up the wall. Ow.
After having done this so many times, I actually spend a lot of time just trying to avoid the things entirely instead of actually shifting the wall over.
Come over here.
Whoa.
Ooh, Renato hated warlocks. The way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Cowards. Really dangerous, effective cowards.
Can't go to the right, but oh, I might have missed out on some loot.
I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
Yeah,
Wherever it is.
myself out.
Wherever it is, it's not enough.
Yeah, it is a really fun game too, and I think it's on the PS4 as well, if you're interested in downloading. I think the only other locations are literally all Steam, GOG, something like that. And hey look, we're at the end already.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had burned the reanimated witness to cinders. Renato was stunned. There goes my proof. These were scientists, not rebels, Zenobia said, upset. Why would he do this? I don't know. Let's go to the fleet and ask him. Yes. I'll meet you on the mountains. There's something I have to get first. But could he afford to meet her in the mountains? He'd given the Empire the location of the secret rebel base. They would need rescuing.
Alright, so one more choice. and then I'll reveal to you the first truth. I can't actually remember which one it is, but should we meet Zenobia on the mountains, or should we rescue the rebel base?
That's up to you guys. Choose your path. Choose our path that we take. Choose how
Yes.
we die.
Well, you shouldn't say that, Shadow. But
Okay. Okay, how about this? Choose how we save this world.
Yeah, because it's at this point where we're actually choosing. I guess we're not choosing. This is the point in which you make or break the run, basically. Let's put it that for drama. So Doppel says he wants to meet Zenobia in the mountains.
That's one for.
Why was he going to meet up with her? Wasn't it more important to
Okay.
rescue the rebel council from the almost certain Imperial attack? Why was he in this war anyway? Was it really to fight the good fight, or did he just want to see her again? One of these days, Renato thought, I should really figure out my motives before I pounce. Nah.
What are motives?
Was it true?
Yeah, I know.
Was
right?
he on this adventure just to see Zenobia again? The Imperial heir was not an easy cat to see. Well, she'd ignored all his Kwanzaa gifts. And on the other paw, trying to get a date by joining a war against your intended was, let's say, pretty optimistic. But on the back paw, thought Renato, yes, it sounded exactly like him. Good, I'm so glad we had this little chat, he told himself. A crafting bench. Renato wondered what he could make with it.
Alright,
Not
let
enough-
me craft a
not-
sword.
Not enough of anything.
I can make myself a fire sword. Alright, so this one is going to set enemies on fire while I'm holding down.
Chests.
Let me just make sure, knowing the path, alright.
Whee!
Wee! Oh, fantastic. So that did use a fair bit of energy, but I mean, it's fun setting things on fire, right? Oh yeah, now I'm also sparking fire trails, so I need to dodge.
Can't go back. Okay.
Renato felt surprisingly unwounded.
That's almost the exact opposite of Doppel's "Dear player, you suck. Here's a reaction." Reynardo felt surprisingly unwounded.
Ooh, there's two different paths here.
Did you just finish with the elevator?
Yep.
He was practically
Yes.
sure he'd find
Yeah,
something
exactly.
useful in one of these things.
Everyone.
There are two different paths. In fact, if you have the cross sword, you could take the ice gate there too. Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab these vases here real quick. So it is, might as well ask. Should we go on the upper path or the lower path?
Nail the door while I'm at it.
I don't think this actually is a choice in, oh no, you win or lose the game. I think this is just a choice between if you want to go path A or path B. You still get to the same destination.
I forget what they do on which.
Yeah, same.
Everyone spin in circles. Spin, 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 spin. Spin in circles. Spin, 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 spin.
He was
spin.
getting nowhere. Fast.
You both got the same dialogue. Ah,
Nice.
spinning in circles, my friend. Which path are we gonna take? You know, he spins faster than he moves, which I find hilarious.
Not a problem here, Doubtful. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can keep spinning while I roll some
Whee!
dice. Whee! Where's Sophie's dice? Switching to my right thumb for this. Let's see. Do I not actually have a D2? Fine. Rolling a D4. The D4 say the upper path.
Have you ever felt you were just going round in circles? Bernardo felt like that.
Oh wow, he was actually busy, I just realized. I'm just gonna turn my tablet back on too, because it's low.
Oh, the other path had a chest. Ah! No!
There were a lot of dead ravens along the side of the road. Someone had rampaged through here on a killing spree. What had Zenobia gone to get? He had a chilling feeling. He could recognize her blade work in the wounds of the dead birds. Why had she killed them? Surely her father's soldiers were no threat to her.
Just.
Bernardo's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he?
Oh, interesting, you can actually dash through the stalagmite? Oh, that would actually make it so much easier for breaking them and getting the loot from them.
There's two paths here again, like right. But the one on the side is the nice thing.
He needed some way to break the ice with this wall,
Yeah,
so
I
to
can't
speak.
go through the left side. I don't have a crossword. Well, I don't know if you do.
I don't. Bernardo hoped that his mother wasn't watching.
Really?
Ooh, level up shrine. Altar.
Who made all these ore chests anyway? Well, you could have quite a business doing that.
Who made all these altars? Indeed. Let's max out that thing.
Ah, there it is.
Ooh, who's
I
this?
might have made a mistake. I think there is one
Oh.
area that comes up after this, but I think the truth is set for this one. Oh, I have 2 skill points to go. Sure, let's go that one. Dexterity, and this one for... Well, it's a counterattack. I like counterattacks.
He reached the summit, expecting no one. But there she was, steaming, pacing. I'm gonna kill him, she said. I'm gonna kill all his ravens, and then him, and then his family, and all the eggs and tadpoles. And then I'm gonna burn down their pond. Did you go and get the Iblis stone? You see, all these ravens I killed. So much power. Are you feeling normal? Because you seem a little bloodthirsty. Yes, obviously it wants blood. Demons always want blood. You really want power from a demonic rock? You want the stone, don't you? Not really. Good. I'd rather not have to kill you. He told her he loved her. That he wouldn't let the Iblis stone take her, even if he had to die for it. Well, he planned to tell her. Now didn't seem like the right time. She'd probably cool off in a bit. So he let her get in her ship and fly off. He rushed back to the Farfarer and followed her, keeping a healthy distance. Zenobia's ship was just visible through the clouds ahead. How could he reason with her? But he had to. The rebels were down for the count. No wonder. He'd betrayed the location of their base and then he'd abandoned them. And if she became Empress while she was in the grip of the Iblis stone, if she became Empress by murdering her father, she could still be a great Empress. But she could also be a nightmare Empress. She had to be stopped.
Alright, so after this, I'm going to be ending the stream. Well, you know, after
There were more
the
dead
final
ravens
cinematic.
along his path. Some of them wounded in the back. He knew she could have easily talked her way past them, or clouded the little tiny raven brains with a spell. She was going out of her way to kill everything in her path. This wasn't Zenobia. Not as he knew her.
I like the music here among every other level, and the scenery is just great. And again, I don't have the void so I can't go the other fun route.
He wasn't
Neither of
that
us
good.
can.
Yet.
Oh, hey, there's back over here. Ooh, chest.
I got another fire essence.
Now I want to go back so I
Yeah,
can
actually-
actually get my sword upgrade.
Oh yeah, there we go. Use it.
Don't be shy.
And it wouldn't let me dodge. Wonderful.
For me, it's not so much that it wouldn't let me dodge, it's that I was in the middle of dodging and counter. No, not dodging, counter.
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
Truly, I was a job creator. Left or right? If Double's gonna be busy, I'm just gonna pick right. Oh,
Right.
chest. Yep. There's a chest here.
Yes.
He hoped his hook didn't break.
Ooh, void essence. Oh wait, no, that's wind essence. That's wind essence.
At this point, I think Wind Essence is already produced. Oh no, I hit the portal. Oh,
The wind one actually heals. Like,
oh yeah, because you don't actually have the second level sword yet, I don't think. There's a red chest over there.
that's a void gate.
Back onto the lead.
Get over here!
He felt like Tarzan. Get over here. Probably.
Hey, what do ravens say when they die? Never mind. I'll wait.
Oh, I actually got killed. I got hit by 3 things at once. Restart from checkpoint. Oh.
On to the next melon.
Bernardo felt new powers, ready to... So, his beloved was possessed by the spirit of a demon. That's what it meant to be a hero. To brave the darkness in your loved one's soul. To have faith there was still good in her. To help her out of that darkness, no matter what the cost. But
I'm
what?
a little bit ahead of you.
What could he do? She'd kill him if he tried to take the Iblis stone from her.
You're probably a little bit ahead because I actually died.
I did 1 to 2 at one point. So. Didn't get.
Bernardo felt a little better.
Oh, that's good. I felt a little better. Oh yeah, I'm actually down in health again. Because that's the thing.
I leveled up. Cool. On to the lifeboat.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Wow! An engraving, maximum capacity 130 people.
Yep.
That's a lot of people. Shield friends will block your attacks. Grab and throw them. Other friends use them, and your shield will be knocked back.
That happened.
At the end of the trail of raven corpses
Alright,
was
here we go.
Zenobia. Her father was frantically rigging a strange apparatus wrapped around a glowing core. "Don't do it!" he shouted. "You'll hate yourself in the morning! Stay back!" She screamed in a horrible voice he'd never heard before. It froze him in his tracks. The Emperor stared at him. "Run!" he told the toad. "Or hop!" But he didn't manage to voice it, only think it. Zenobia stabbed her blade forward, and His Majesty fell dead. She began laughing hysterically. Or was she weeping? "Just walk away," she laughed at him. "I've no more use for you." There was something he needed to do, but he couldn't figure out what it was. So he did as he was told. As he walked away, he felt a chill in the world. The light in the sky seemed to dim. He didn't dare turn. He had a nagging feeling there was something he should have done just then. Something heroic. But he could not have taken the Iblis stone from her by force, and she would not have parted with it willingly. A cold wind blew from where she had been, but he still didn't dare turn. And then, an awful laughter filled the air, and all the torches and all the ships went out, and he realized what he should have done. But by then, it was too late to do anything. Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. Zenobia still had feelings for him.
Baxter, come on.
Alright, so that's one of the truths. And we have story number 8, the missing ingredient. What kind of hero are you? A hero who believes there's always good left in a corrupted friend. And apparently the reward is we just straight up leveled up. And the truth that we unlocked is that Zenobia still has feelings for Reynardo. Tier 2 skills unlocked. We also unlocked a new location from the temple. If anybody caught the reference that a new location had opened up, we can now actually go to the temple as the first location instead of the going after Lapino or the Skyripper. We can now go for the Iblistone instead. So we have story 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got a lot of stories that are just locked. We have story number 8 here. It tells you the choices that you made so that you can recap it. Gives you the summary there, which is actually going a little fast for me to just read off the top of my head. And what kind of hero are you? A hero who believes there is always good left in a corrupted friend. And the truth is that Zenobia still has feelings for Reynardo. So you can see that there's a few more icons over there for the different truths that you will unlock and for how it gets to the final truth.
Yep.
And there's, okay, so 24 stories before actually the final truth.
And the final truth is the final story.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it, Shadow. Fair, it is the final story, though.
I think you could figure that out ahead of time.
He'd made
but I mean,
bad
don't spoil
choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced, or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Skyripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblistone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Oh, view stories. So we can go over here now, apparently back to the choices that we just made.
Yep.
Or the previous stories that we made. But I'm going to leave it here, call the stream here, because if we go for another story, that'll be another some 40 minutes, and this has probably been long enough, right?
Yep. So for next time, we have, again, the 3 choices.
Well, it's the first 2 choices, and we have another choice in the mix.
Exactly, we have 3 choices.
So we can go rescue Lapino this time instead of going after the Skyripper, or instead of either of the choices, we could go to the temple. They're all very interesting choices. The game, I've already showed off. I want to say a fourth of the game.
Oh, that reminds me, the going back on a path that we have already taken can yield new paths.
Yes. Especially once you start unlocking some of the other swords, like I have the flame sword now. I don't know if do you have any other swords than the hero sword, Shadow?
I have the flame sword.
Okay, so we both have the flame sword. So as we progress through the game and we just collect the loot and stuff, just always keep an eye out for loot whenever you can, and that'll help progress the side paths anyways. Once you get that loot, you can start unlocking some of the other paths, some of the other doors and stuff. That'll just help. Also leveling up, we have a free level apparently from getting that new truth, so we can just gain a free level.
And I have enough ore to actually make the level 2 wind sword.
Alright, I've already got the level 2 hero sword.
You do, but I missed 2 chests on the way over.
I think I missed 1, possibly 2. So yeah, this game is just completely repeatable. And,
oh yeah. And it's large, and it's really big too.
Yeah, it's not that huge, but the replayability is
well,
good.
You can play it for longer hours than most games.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, one of the things that I've done with all of the skills is I think after I got the final truth and I went back to get all the skills, my progression was to get story 1, story 2, story 3, just sequentially. Well, not part of the board here, but exploring on my own to make my own map, I was doing absolutely everything. I then got the final gate thing there, and I also discovered that one thing that I have been doing is that you can actually double up on the XP gain by going to the, well, I'll call it a wrong choice, and then you can actually do the area again, and then you can go on to the second chapter, and you can just keep making those wrong choices, whatever, and it'll actually be a pretty interesting XP gain. Basically the equivalent of double any other truth, period.
On that note, there's going to be different dialogue when you go through the wrong choice again. Basically, deja vu.
And I don't want to say that in any way that's spoilery. I don't know what a better word is, but that being said, there's, again, the 24 choices here sorry, the 24 stories. And so long as you have a story from, well, I shouldn't say that, that's kind of on the side of spoiler. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and hope that everybody enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed this game, and I'll keep doing this some more if everybody's interested in it.
Yeah, I am glad I shared this with Mr. back then. I saw this and went, this looks awesome.
Yeah, it is a really fun game. The mechanics are, we've gone over the whole thing. It's a lot of light hack and slash and a little bit of choose your own adventure, and that's pretty much it. But hey, if you're okay with that, then it is actually a really fun game because it actually plays very, very well. And getting some of the level ups makes it even more fun.
It reminds me of some of the older games back in the time when it was just you were able to path along and just top-down view like this one of just the old RPGs. On that note, the developer did a really nice job on this.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic job.
Developer and their team.
So I can apparently go to the pause menu here. Gameplay, show subtitles, show HUD and everything. Yeah, whatever.
Well, all the same. Until next time.
Yes. In fact, I don't know if Shadow's going to join me in the next one because he has, I think, like bi-weekly D&D games or something. So it might not be possible that he can join us all the time. But thank you for joining me today, Shadow.
I would enjoy actually just continually joining you when I can. I'll definitely fall behind as we go, so.
I suppose I could let you know, like, hey, I did story 299, so you can do that real quick. If you wanted to do that, well, off
even though I wouldn't know what having that is.
Well, per the story, I could tell you, like, I made this choice, and this choice, and this choice. Alright, so Firebird is also helping out there saying, good night, everyone. So, exactly that. Good night, everyone.
Alright. Have a good one, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Alright. Let me do this on stream.
Okay, that was actually fun. It's nice to get back to that game again. That was a good